Hi friends, so this video is about changing a flat tire. Sometimes life happens and it was late at night and we had a flat tire, and lucky enough we had one spare tire. So I captured the moments of how to change your vehicle tires when you have a flat tire. Sometimes you might be driving, on the highway, or probably, just driving around. Then your tire will just, puncture or kind of go flat. So I used the jack to lift up the vehicle, which, took a couple of minutes because I'll have to attach it all the way to the nice position. So I will be able to lift the car higher. Then I will be able to unscrew the tires and attach the spare tire. So gently, in 360 degrees clockwise, I was able to lift the vehicle. As you can see, we needed to lift it more higher because it was still, below the desired height. So I furthered by, lifting it higher more by holding it safely, holding the jack, tools and equipment. I was able to jack it off, like lift it higher, which, gave me a tough time to kind of, quickly get it done. But at the end, I was able to get it done to the required centimeters height. Use the spare. However, I continued by unscrewing the nuts from the tire wheels, the rims. Sometimes, you have to apply some pressure to be able to unscrew them, especially if, it's a while that those tires have been serviced, have been changed. So I, unscrew the 5 nuts, as you can see. Individually, I was able to take them off and everything continue moving smooth and steady. However, sometimes it takes a little patience and just, pay attention and do it in a very safe manner so that you don't have injuries on your hands or, bend over. So it's better to squat instead of bending and hurting your back. So safety is a very important measure in changing your tires, especially, when it's late and, no one to help. So you have to, do it yourself. So I was able to unscrew the nuts. I was able to unscrew them anti-clockwise in a reverse way, like 360, but anti-clockwise direction. Then I proceeded to, lift it more higher so that I'll be able to fit the spare tire. Because sometimes the flat tire is already below the actual height, the actual centimeters. So you need more space from the ground level to where the wheels are and where the bottom of the vehicle is. So I was able to lift it more higher, and it gives me more room and space to be able to drag the spare tire and fix it there and make sure it fits properly, because remember, safety comes first, and it's very good to pay attention and make sure the spare tire has enough air in it. And I was able to attach it and continue with the screws and nuts individually. I used my hands to put them in a very nice position that they were supposed to fit. Then I continued to use the tool to tighten them properly, because it's very important to make sure the spare tires or the tire that you are changing fits properly and is screwed like very, very tight. In addition, being handy and putting my hands to work, making them dirty to make sure I achieve a certain aim is part of my passion. I love DIY. I love to, fix stuffs when they are uneven. I like to make them even. I like to make things work. So I was able to tighten the screws with full strength. And as you can see, I'm not bending my back. I'm squatting like from my knee, my legs, I squat instead of bending, so I don't hurt my back. So that's another thing to consider when you're changing your car tires. So finally, I was able to change the tire. I was able to remove the jack and screw it down to the ground level, and it's all aligned the way it's supposed to be. So that's how I change a tire. Oh yeah, see,